G'day guys, Morezy here. Welcome back to Morezy Plays Minecraft, episode 75. And check it out. We have cleared out all of the water from here and also removed the machine. We've got rid of the top layer of gravel. All is good. So now we've just got a lot of digging to do. I think, you know what, I think I said I wasn't going to do an underground base. It's just, they're just so cool. So, most of this base will just be a big hole. This episode, guys, we're going to look at doing some construction, as promised in the last episode. We're going to be working on this guy, and I've just had a bit of a thought. I've been calling it the prism. You know what it is? I was trying to think what it was, like what shape it was. It's actually like an obelisk. If you guys know, the ancient Egyptians had these towers and they call them an obelisk, and they've got a pointy top on them, just like this one does. Oh. So I think actually this is now the obelisk. And have I got silk touch? That doesn't work anyway. Alright, snowballs it is. So, if you remember last episode, I put up a little poll vote on the video. I don't know whether everyone saw it. It was probably, it was covered up on the, you know, up here over the buff. And so, the vote results as of now, when I was checking, still inconclusive. So we're going to make an executive decision of what color accent we're going to have for the outside. I'm actually going to do two. So they came from the comments in the video. The first color accent will actually be purple. Purple color accent. And I've got a really cool idea which we're going to be building today to use that. And the inside, I think we're going to do a different color. And I think we're going to be like a yellow / gold sort of theme inside, because there's such a good variety of blocks at the moment with different yellows and golden sort of colors that we can do. I really need to sort out my inventory, hey. So that's what we're going to do there. Let's get rid of the potatoes. And yeah, to start off, I've got us a little chest down here with all the materials that we're going to need. You can't see it, it's just on the corner here. With all the materials we're going to need for the first little part, and we're going to get to and start making it. Unfortunately, I don't have a camera mod on this anymore, so I might just do like a time lapse. Okay, time lapse start now. guys, check it out. The first little section of this structure is complete. Oh. Not sure what to do underneath here yet. I need some support, I think. But maybe I can just support coming off the side here like this. But let's take a closer look. Okay, so let's get rid of that. So we've got some platforms here and some glass lenses. And these guys are pretty cool. They're like supporting arms for the lenses. And if we go down and have a look, so you can see there's like 3 lenses and they're focusing upwards. We've got these cool arm things with like hinges, and they're there to sort of like position the lenses. So that looks really cool. I don't think we'll have second ones coming off here, like this side and this side. I think just 2 is enough because, yeah, the lens isn't super heavy. It's just glass mostly. But yeah, this is going to be the beginning of a really cool bit of lore and sort of backstory for the Obelisk here, which I've come up with. This is sort of like a ring gear, I guess, to like reposition these if we ever needed to. Not that we would. But yeah, I'm just not sure about underneath here. This looks really cool though, I think. But yeah, underneath, I'm not sure how to support this. Maybe we'll just come off to the side, or maybe we can come up from the seafloor. Maybe in the comments below you can suggest what we can do to support this. But yeah, so far that looks awesome. And next we need sort of the finishing touch. So I'm just going to go grab that now. Okay, so one of the finishing touches here is to put a beacon. Now this beacon, we'll eventually move it down under the ground, and I think we'll have like a cool like glass tube coming up the side here. But yeah, we'll put the beacon in and it should operate. There we go. Let's fly out and take a look. And while I was getting the beacon, I also built this thing up the top here. There we go. Look at that. How cool does that look? Yeah, so I built this, I guess you could call it like a thruster arm or something like that. It's not finished yet. Still got to do a little bit of tweaking. But yeah, the idea here is that the beam shoots up through the lenses. You can see it sort of changes color as it goes through. Let me get up here. Hang on. So yeah, it changes color as it goes through, as if it's being sort of focused. And then once it gets up to this thruster arm, the idea is it's going to be helping to support the whole obelisk. I'm going to make an arm that comes off to the side here. This, as I say, is still getting worked on. But yeah, you can see I've got just a bunch of concrete here, a bit of concrete powder, and then some snow and all that sort of stuff. In here I need to build like a sort of a radiator thing that goes up just to radiate some of the energy. And then at the top we need to actually, have I got white glass? I think I've got some white glass somewhere. At the top we just need to remove the color. Yeah, let's just do that now. I think I've got white glass in here. Yeah, that'll do. So at the top we just need to remove the color as if all of this energy has been taken out of the beam. So the idea is to have 4 of these structures, 1 in each quadrant, and it's going to serve a few purposes. So one is obviously once we have a full beacon, they will overlap in the center, right in the center there, so I can have you know, regen and haste and whatever. That will overlap in the center here. And then the other purpose will be to hold up the whole structure. So yeah, we'll have one here, one here, one here, one here, and they'll all hold up the obelisk here. So this is sort of, yeah, leads into part of the backstory of this whole base that I've come up with. This whole world actually, so it should be pretty cool. I'm not going to reveal it just yet. We'll get there slowly, but yeah, these look pretty awesome. Okay, so we've got this quadrant sort of all cleared out with water. We're going to have to start digging down here soon so that we can start building the actual base that's under here. But what I wanted to try was just a different method. So we tried one method for clearing out the water here, which was kind of technical. Definitely took a lot longer than I thought it would, but it was kind of fun to sort of problem solve and work it all out. We're going to try a new method here, and I've just set up a bit of a apparatus here. So we're using the same sort of machines, the downward flying machines from El Mango's video, but we're going to add some sponges. And again, sort of untested. I have tested it a little bit. I learnt my lesson from last time. I have tested this a little bit. I just haven't tested it in this exact situation that we've got here. So my idea is that, oh, is there a, yes there is, okay. My idea here is that we're going to get all of these sponges on here, and we're going to send these machines down. They're all going to clear out the water, hit the bottom, return, and come back. Then we're just going to, do not blow this up. Oh, that was close. The only problem with working under this obelisk is the mobs that spawn here. You can see I did actually go around most of it with redstone dust just to stop them from spawning, but while I'm building stuff I can't really do that. Anyway, so what we're going to do is we're going to try putting these sponges on here to see if we can make this fairly consistent. So I'll chuck these on here. On the top there I have got a redstone line, and on that redstone line I've just got a couple of repeaters just to extend it all the way through. And the idea is that each one of these will set off basically one tick after the other one will. I did want to sort of do them all at once, but I thought, well, it probably doesn't matter. Again, no testing for that part. It probably doesn't matter if they only take off one at a time with one tick in between. It should still be okay. We'll soon find out anyway. Now, what also I thought I could do here, so I had 31 sponges, I've got 19 left. I should be able to just put another sponge up here, and I can basically do 2 clearances in the one movement. So now by putting the sponges into the water like this, I do know that it doesn't take as much water as, you know, planting them while you're in the water, because it's only taking the water it's touching, so it's only taking half of the amount of water. So by using 2 sponges, I should be able to clear out the same sort of amount of water as one sponge would if I placed it, you know, if I placed it under here. It's taking out a lot more water than those guys would. So now that I've got all these sponges on here, the next thing to do would be to get up on top, and we'll push the button that I've got set up here and see if it does actually work. So let's go and do that now. Let's climb up this scaffolding. I use slime blocks because I've got heaps of them at the moment, and also when the flying machines run into a big stack of slime blocks, they can't go past it. So it's as good as putting obsidian down without having to worry about taking it down later, because this is, you can just punch this, it's quite easy. Button, did I have a button? I thought I had a button. What can we use? Observer will do. This should still work. So let's do this, and then actually that will trigger it when I get rid of that. So what we've got here, I'll just show you, is we've got the lamps underneath the redstone line. They will power this, which will force this down, and all things going well, it should remove a fair chunk of water just along this back row here. Let's give it a try. Hey, yeah. Did that work? Oh, it's coming back. It's filling up. Are these just ghost blocks? Yeah, it looks like it. So all these guys are returning. They're now wet sponges. Let's see how we actually went here. Yeah, so I probably removed about as much as one sponge would underneath the water. Looks like they worked a little bit better down this end. I wonder why that is. Must be something to do with the repeaters on top. Maybe they left at the same time down this end. Okay, we've got dried sponges back on the machine. Interesting to see how this will go here, whether it will let us go deeper or not. I think that's probably a good reason to have the sponges on this side, actually. In actual fact, depending on how this goes, it may be better to have both sponges on this side. I've got 6 sponges left. Anyway, let's try it this way and see what happens. Let's go up the scaffolding if we can. Okay. Alright, let's see how it goes this time. Let's put a repeater on here. Okay. Did it go deeper? Yeah, I think it did. Yeah, so it's definitely deeper. The first round was up 2 blocks deep, and now it's like 4 blocks deep. So that's definitely deeper. I think we're definitely hitting the limit to what this thing here will do. You can see how it's sort of stepping down diagonally now. Now I do wonder whether this could continue, and this could be as deep as we can get. So another round will let us know. So we are all good. It's working perfectly fine. As you can see, we've gone down quite a bit, and I think this is going to work pretty well. Just going to obviously take a bit of time to move it and then move it across to the next bay, but anyway, just a different way to get rid of the water. But let's get back to Wandering Trader down here. Let's get back to just building that ooh, sea pickles and coral. I should maybe buy some of that. Let's get back to just building this thruster arm up here. So I've put across a bit of a, I guess you call it like a crossbar sort of thing. And the idea here is that it would support the thruster head coming off the side here. And then we just need to probably flesh it out a little bit more. I think it'd look good if we had like a sort of a hinge section on this side attached to the obelisk. Yeah, so like a hinge section here. And then I also want to use the snow slabs to sort of taper that up a little bit. And then what'll be really cool is we could do like a little walkway into the corner so you can actually access this part of the building. So if I dig this away, where are we? Yeah, so right into the corner. We can make some access that goes, you know, up to here or down to here or both. This tree is here because I wondered whether I could fit a tree farm in this corner. And I probably can, but I don't know whether I'll continue doing that or not. So here I thought it would be cool. Do I need a crafting table? Probably, to get snow slabs. So here I thought it would be cool to sort of taper down to this end here. And I think we'll do that by lots of 2. 1, 2, and then we'll go up by 2. Like that. Do I have any of these guys? I do. Yeah, so that's that one. Well, that's all I've got, really? Okay, make some more of these. Probably need some more of them. And so 2, 2, 2, another 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Oh, that's a new block already. Okay. Sort of like that. That's kind of cool. Should I get rid of this one? Maybe. Oh, now I've made a mess. And then I thought we could also put iron trapdoors on here as well. I think that would look kind of cool. Let's zoom out and take a look at this. See what it looks like. I'm hoping for just a really subtle slope. Yeah. Yeah, that looks heaps better. We'll probably see it most of the time from down here. So what's it look like from down here? On the ground. Yeah, see it's ever so slightly sloped. I think that looks awesome. So I'll do the other side here. And then I might come back when I've got this walkway in as well. Okay, so check it out. There's our arm. And we've got that awesome looking golden hinge. And yeah, I think that looks really cool. And it's a cool sort of look from inside here as well. Oh, I missed. Let's go up here. So yeah, we've got obviously access through here. And then yeah, we've got the trapdoors on the bottom. And you can sort of walk out to here. The idea would be that you could go in here and inspect the main radiator section, which will be in here. I'm not sure what that's going to look like yet. That'll be a work in progress. But then yeah, so that's the side. I've still got to obviously do this side. But yeah, you walk up through here and you've got entry into here. And I think that looks really cool, and I think it connects this whole thing pretty well to the main structure as well. Love to know what you guys think. Feel free to leave me a comment. Do I need to put maybe one more row of andesite down there just to make sure that it's sort of symmetrical? Let's try it, shall we? Let's get up here. I think I've got some andesite left. I do like the andesite because it's a nice texture, I think, with the polished andesite. Okay. I have one piece left. Oh no, I've got 60 slabs. Cool. So I think if I'm doing it sort of the same, this should probably actually come out to... It should go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It should go in here somewhere. So let's maybe go up to the top. Okay, we'll go up to the top here, and then we will drop down onto that slab we just put down, and then we will do this, and we'll see what this looks like. See whether we'll keep that or not. Okay, let's just have a look at that and see what that looks like. Let's go down here maybe. I don't know. I don't know if I like it. It needs another one here, doesn't it? Let's see. I don't know if I like it though. Yeah, it looks odd. I think it just looks a bit odd. Like a bit lopsided maybe? Or I don't know if that's because the cap that I've got isn't centered. Like this part. It's not centered, it's only over to one side. Anyway, I might play with that a bit off camera and see what that looks like. But yeah, all in all, I think this is a pretty awesome concept. I probably need to add some more of this up around the top here, just to finish that top section off, which I think I will do with white glass, just little pyramid on top. I think that'll sort of continue the theme a little bit there. And then I have to start making more of these lensing systems around the other sides and around the other quadrants, and slowly start to remove all the water. Anyway, I think that's going to do it for this episode. As promised, a little bit more buildy. I did go off track a little bit there with the water removal, but yeah, a little bit more of a buildy episode. So hopefully you guys enjoyed that. Really love to know what you think on this whole little concept here. And yeah, looking forward to making 3 more so that it looks nice and symmetrical. Right, next episode, I'm feeling like I really want to work on a storage solution. Let's go have a look up here. Storage systems have been all the hype lately. I know Cass from Mazuma Games had some success with a categorizer type system, which seems to work really well, and I've seen a few other variations on it. Now, you can see originally I actually set up storage around the outside here. There's a positive and a negative with this. Positive is there's a lot of space and it looks sort of quite grand. The negative is if I want to get over to the other side, it takes forever. And I'm kind of thinking maybe instead of an outer ring like this, whether maybe I should do an inner ring that's a little bit more maybe a little bit more cylindrical, because if it's cylindrical, then I've got it's you know, easier to get from one chest to another. It's going to take the same amount of time from the furthest away position. Whereas here, if I'm at this chest here, it's going to take me a lot longer to get over to that chest over there than it will from this chest to this chest, and it just seems like things that are in the corner here are going to be extra annoying to get, especially if I'm in the other corner. So I've got quite a little bit of room here, and I thought I might just count out how many blocks I actually have across here. Let's actually use the slabs so we don't get any mobs spawning. So we'll count this as 1. So 1, and how many have I got? 38. So let me just run out here and see what we come up with. And yeah, I can see whether it's worthwhile, whether I have enough room even, because we want to do an auto sorting system to make sure that all these items get sorted by themselves, because storage is always one of my less, what am I trying to say? I'm not very good at storage. As you can see, I've just got chests everywhere. So this is exactly 38 blocks across. Keeping in mind this obelisk is built on even numbers. The idea behind that was so that we could have a 2x2 hole in the center, so that I could get up and down easily with a flying machine. But that might even change now because I've actually destroyed that flying machine, and I'll probably get rid of this bit as well. Anyway, so 38 blocks is what I've got to work with. A circle with a diameter of 38 blocks, that could be cool. And then maybe I can do silos on the outside for the bulk. That's probably a good idea. But yeah, we need to really work on a system that works first, and I have been playing around with a little bit of ideas in a creative world, so we'll see how that goes. But in the meantime, I will finish up this episode here. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Feel free to leave me a comment, and we'll catch you in the next episode. Thank you, and see you later.